Chicago Bulls guard Jay Williams. I'm Ed Cohen. Jay, these guys are ready to go.
And people at home can't see me right now, but I'm stretching my arms, I'm stretching my legs. This is going to be one fast-paced game. Let's get to it.
This booth is all stretched out. The players gearing up. Let's get ready for the opening tip. Off the penetration, almost, but no good. To Cousins. Going to launch beyond the arc. His first effort off the mark. Jay, upon scanning this Clippers roster, there are a lot of guards for Doc Rivers to work with.
Yeah, they have a plethora of guards, and if I'm this team and if I'm Doc Rivers, I'm thinking about how do I throw as many guards at you as possible, because Doc wants to get another guard in there to apply the same pressure. They should be the new modern-day Detroit Pistons with the style they play defensively.
Fires the three, buries it on the catch and shoot.
Every hero needs a good sidekick. Nice find to set up a three.
Los Angeles, they have it. James lets it fly from beyond the arc. Not that time. Leonard. From long range. And the Lakers clear. Leonard to Paul George. 4-3. And Paul George good on the quick release there. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
Even to Zubac. Tips it. Ball's tied up. We'll get a jump ball. Time to shuffle things up. Well, as they get ready for the jump, someone's going to come away with the basketball. And he powers it home. 2 more points for Anthony Davis.
Just remember an old saying here. You're only as good as your last shot, and your last shot went in, so it's time to get going.
Leonard. Slam dunk.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Here's Leonard for 2. Whistled for the foul. Chance coming up at the free throw line.
Ed, the reality is that good jump shooters know how to get those calls. Overall, though, there's less flopping in the game, which is great. But there's something uncanny about certain players' abilities to get those calls on a regular basis.
And a whistle.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
His first personal foul. Team foul number 1.
LeBron James. Tough matchup against George. Bad pass there. Clippers have it. Here's a steal. Dangerous pass. And the slam.
You know, Ed, the effort is what concerns me the most. Effort is replenishable. If you're tired, raise your hand, check yourself out. Get somebody who actually wants to get back in transition and play some defense. That will help your team win the game, not you just staying in the game to be better on offense.
Kawhi Leonard missed his first. That one goes.
Old school equals high percentage.
Across the timeline comes James. They trail by 7. Jumper's good.
Another possession they were forced to take a tough shot. This time they got it to go, but they need to do something different to start creating more open look opportunities.
To George. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
There's no stopping that. You either got to double or deny him the ball from the jump.
To Davis. Not that time. To Leonard. Here's a chance from long range. Textbook defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Timeout called here by the Clippers. They'll catch their breath in what's now a 5-point game.
We're accepting non-perishable food items from homeless in our community. Our thanks go to those who have already participated in this community event.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Leonard. Tough shot. Well defended.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Clippers have the basketball. George to Leonard. Kawhi Leonard. He's 2 for 5. Not great, but trending.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Bradley. Scores from the post.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
To Leonard. Able to convert inside.
There you go, finally. Shoot your shot.
From the painted area, won't go down.
And as a shooter, this is when you start to second guess your shot. You've had 3 wide open shots that you just can't put through the net, but still, keep hunting your shot.
Baseline drive. That's it for the first quarter. The Clippers are out in front. One quarter down, and Jay, you know both coaches wanted to see more stops on the defensive end, but was that fun to watch or what?
Both teams are on fire, but speaking of competitive juices, one of the beautiful things that we heard during the timeout, in a team huddle, you heard multiple voices that weren't the coach saying how much more they needed to fight in order to win this game. Oh, trust me, the intensity level is going to pick up a couple of notches.
Kyle!
Whoa! Get that out of here!
Message sent, Jay. Paul George. Had a chance, but it's no good. Kuzma to Caldwell Pope. For 3. Another chance. Working the outside to Danny Green. Caldwell Pope. Driving right to the basket. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
To Paul George. Strong finish for Paul George.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Caldwell Pope. Knocked loose. Clippers have it.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Leaving no doubt. Slams it down.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Caldwell Pope. Oh, had him going there for a second. A drive baseline, but the shot won't go. George to Leonard. JaVale McGee pins it. Out of bounds the call. Last touch by JaVale McGee. We have both squads set to make some moves right now.
Number 40, Ivica Zubac.
Paul George. Leonard. Kawhi Leonard. Oh, 3 for 8. He's got to do better.
I mean, this is something everybody can relate to in their lives. It's happened to me while doing broadcasts as well. Sometimes you're physically there, but mentally you're nowhere to be found. We obviously saw one of those same things happen on the court.
Has a look. He's too good to leave that wide open. Defense has to communicate.
Every NBA player has a superpower. His, obviously, is that depth perception, because that trajectory leads the ball to the net every time.
And he finishes at the rim.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Cousins. And too much contact.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor.
Los Angeles Lakers, number 23, LeBron James. And number 11.
Jay, Magic and Kobe each won 5 titles. How are you going to judge LeBron James' legacy in L.A.?
If LeBron James wins 1 championship in L.A., that means he will set himself apart. He will have won 4 championships in 3 different cities. Now, that is polarizing for some fans. That still does not take away from the overall greatness and the legacy of LeBron James, though.
And the Lakers have the rebound. James to Bradley. Paul George swats it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Leonard still hasn't hit from deep in the first half. No good to Cousins. Bradley. Short jumper. Won't fall. To George. Paul George. 4 out of 7.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next level elite PG. No doubt about it. This year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
That's his second personal foul. Team foul number 2.
Time for some new personnel into the game. Free throw is good to finish off the 3-point play. That slices the lead down to 4. LeBron James sends it away. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal. Caldwell Pope. Nobody even close. Count the basket for Caldwell Pope.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Curling inside. Patrick Beverly. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
And whether you're moving north or south or east or west, you got to be able to keep pace with the ball carrier and, most importantly, stay in his chest. That's on the defender. It's way too early to be fatigued.
Using the post to his advantage there and the finish at the rim.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Leonard to Paul George. The Clippers with 4 to shoot. Fires the 3. He was all over him.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Deep left corner. Bradley. And he buries it.
You know what I like about this pass play? Instead of putting his head down and forcing the action, he patiently waited for the play to develop.
So a tight one as we reach the break in a one-point game. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen. Of intrigue to come in this second half. A one-point game as we resume play here in the third quarter. LA Clippers with the basketball. Lets it fly from long range, and he stays cold from deep as he misses another one. It's no good. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. With that, he's 5 for 9.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
The pass taken away by the Lakers.
Here's your chance to break this thing wide open.
Caldwell-Pope. Count it. Three-pointer is good.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Now the Clippers call a timeout as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter.
And place your bet. Don't miss your chance at some excellent memorabilia.
Beverly. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Number 3, Anthony Davis. That's me.
Leonard. Now that's a contest.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
LeBron James. Not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2.
And did you see the lift on the shot? Did you see the ball release off the hand? To be able to have the concentration to finish with such a feathery touch in the midst of contact, that's something special to watch.
And throws it down.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to submit his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
And flushes it down. No stopping AD here.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Leonard. And he's yet to hit one from deep. It's no good.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Timeout called here by the Clippers as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. Opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. George. Smothering D. To James. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. Beyond the arc for 3. Paul George is going to get a chance at 3 here. A career 84% free throw shooter. First one, count it. Second of 3 is good. Knocks down all 3 at the line. Bradley. To Cousins. They've got it back. James. Steps out and hits. Jay, what makes LeBron so special on the offensive end?
Well, first and foremost, look at that frame. 6'9", 265 pounds with the agilities of a guard. He can blow by it. If he dips that shoulder, there's no way. There is nobody in the NBA that can guard that man one-on-one.
Paul George is going to get 3 shots here. Hasn't missed yet. And hits the first free throw. Hits a second. One more coming. Hits all 3 free throws. Bradley. The pass taken away by the Clippers. Over the line. Backcourt violation. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups.
Number 1, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope.
James. Great defense, forcing the miss.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Caldwell-Pope to Davis. Wide open look, won't go. It's LA Clippers ball. Lakers come up with it. Caldwell-Pope to Cousins. DeMarcus Cousins looking good. 4 for 5.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
Leonard to George. He had all day and all night to knock that one down. Need to hear more chatter on the defensive end.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
The assistant, number 23, LeBron James.
Leonard.
That's his first personal foul.
Kawhi Leonard is going to get a chance at 3 here. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. Second to 3. Got it. Takes advantage of the foul. 3 for 3 at the line. Lakers at the controls right now. James to Bradley. Swings it. That's out. Last touch by Avery Bradley. To Paul George. Going to launch beyond the arc. Paul George can't get that one to go. Defense all over him.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Leonard. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. Oh, he was wide open. It's not going to be pretty when they watch the video. Someone's getting chewed out.
Look, I get it. I've been one of the players who have had these mishaps happen to defensively. There is no worse feeling than the next day in film session watching yourself roam on the island by yourself. Somebody in this particular moment needs to tell you to get your head out of you-know-what to get back in the game.
Third quarter comes to an end with the Lakers in command. It'll be Lakers ball as we begin the fourth quarter. And if they were looking good at halftime, Jay, they're really looking good now.
They really turned up that intensity in the third quarter. They were looking to put this game out of reach, and they've come out close to doing that.
Nothing going here on that drive. Clippers have got it. George Not easy.
Not everybody possesses this power, but wow, what court awareness.
To Caldwell Pope. Kyle Kuzma. Shot off the mark. Good defense. George. No good. That's great defense. To Cousins. Fires the three. Buries the three. He's too good to leave that open.
And if you're on D right now, if you're off on the weak side, stunt towards the driver. That means fake at him. Don't overcommit. Stunt, then get back to your stay at home. Force him to make one of those passes or force him to take a crazy shot at the rim.
Caldwell Pope to Danny Green. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Danny Green can't get down to go. Defense all over him.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Paul George is going to get 3 shots here. He's perfect from the line so far. And he connects on the first free throw. And he misses the second. LeBron into the front court. His guy's up by 15. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
I remember my high school coach said 1 man can't beat 5. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
George to Leonard from long range. Jay, you had to figure sooner or later one of those threes was going to go down.
I don't know. I'm a little bit beside myself that he kept shooting the ball at that clip. I mean, when you miss that many shots in a row, you usually try to get to the rim, see the ball go in, then go inside out. But obviously, that's not the case.
George, well defended. Davis to Danny Green. This will be out of bounds off of Davis. Substitution being made in this one. It's George for 2. He shoots. Oh, off the mark. Oh, you can't do that.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Able to convert inside.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
To Leonard. Turns and slams it down.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ballgame.
To Leonard. George.
That'll be a winning formula in overtime every time. Answer a 2 on one end with a 3 on the other. Ed, tell me if I'm wrong, but I think a 3 is more than a 2, correct?
That is great math, my friend. And he powers it home. 2 more points for Anthony Davis. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
Bad pass there. Clippers have it.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
And he knocks it down, Jay.
The body language was so bad in the first half. After every missed shot, your head went down. Now, your head is to the sky, and I like the confidence.
New blood coming in for both sides. James. Not that time. He missed it. JaVale McGee to Davis. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ballgame.
JaVale McGee rejects it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Bradley, Avery Bradley. He has struggled just a little bit, 2 for 5.
That shot was nice, but that pass, that was the real highlight. Good teams always find a way to get the best shot available.
Bradley to James. 4-3. That's what the King does. James, the quick catch and shoot there, 4-3.
And it just seems like the defense has lethargic closeouts. You need to close out with more of a sense of urgency. Run them off the three-point line. Make them take a tough 2 rather than an easy 3.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Free throw's good to cap off the three-point play as they draw a tiny bit closer. Clippers have it. Paul George to Leonard. Here's a chance from long range. Kawhi Leonard is going to get a chance at 3 here. He's been steady, 83% at the line. First free throw is good. Knocks down the second free throw. Whoops, that won't go. To Caldwell Pope. To Davis. Even to Zubats, snatching it out of the air.
Just incredible timing on that swap.
George. He engulfed him that time. Davis to Caldwell Pope. To Davis. For 3, Anthony Davis makes it look easy as he hits the 3.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those 3 things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
Deep 3 at the buzzer. The Lakers get the victory as they win this one handily. That does it. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.